I'm Steve with Adrenaline Barbecue Company, and today we're making smoked leg of lamb on the slow and sear. Leg of lamb is a delicious meat to serve for any big dinner party or any kind of holiday, especially in the springtime. So today we're making a smoked leg of lamb. We're using a boneless leg of lamb that we're going to dry brine. We're going to sort of cut in half into two sort of steaks to sort of create more surface area to sear and to get some rub in, and to sort of cut down on the cook time so you still be able to feed a lot of people and not spend forever cooking. And we're going to serve that with fresh mint chimichurri sauce to go on top of it. So let's just get right into it. So here I've got a 4-pound boneless leg of lamb. It's been dry brining for 2 days. Just trimmed a little bit of the fat off because I want that seasoning that we're going to add to it to really penetrate the meat, and that fat's not going to render and it's just going to block all of that rub. So we took some of that off, let it dry brine, and what we did was there was a little hole where the bone was sort of coming through. So that left a weird space in the middle of the leg of lamb and created all of this meat inside that's not going to really get a lot of the seasoning that we're going to add. So what I just did is I took a knife and just cut along either side of that hole that's in the middle to create two sort of steaks. So we have these flatter pieces of leg of lamb. We're gonna get that rub on all sides, so all of that flavor is gonna get in there, and we're gonna be able to sear these sides a lot better, create more surface area to brown and to create more flavor. This is just a bowl of spices. In here we have dried thyme, dried rosemary, paprika, black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and cayenne. For all the exact measurements and ingredients in this recipe, make sure you go check out the full recipe down below in the description when you're done watching this video. So then we have that spice mixture nice and mixed up. I'm just gonna add 3 or 4 tablespoons of olive oil. We're just going to add it right onto the lamb. Get it in all those crevices. So what this does is you're going to have some pieces that are more well done, some pieces that are going to be a little bit more medium. It's just going to be able to please a crowd. So now we got this seasoned up. We're just going to get these onto the grill. We set up the kettle for a reverse sear. Been heating up for about an hour, and I'm hovering at 230 degrees, which is fine by me. So we just want to cook that until the internal temperature reaches about 80 or 90 degrees, and then just give it a quick flip. Once it gets to 110 degrees, then we can sear these guys until they reach about 130 degrees. Final internal temperature we're looking for is 140 degrees for like a nice medium. So while that cooks, we're gonna prepare the chimichurri. Chimichurri sauce is like an Argentinian parsley, herb, cilantro sauce, and usually lamb is served with some sort of like mint sauce, and a lot of those mint sauces I'm not very fond of. So we're gonna use fresh mint and make a little chimichurri style sauce with it to sort of complement the lamb. So I've got some fresh mint here and some fresh parsley. We wanna dice this parsley up as fine as possible. Kind of bunch them all together. We do it this way because mint is a little bit more delicate. It'll bruise easier, so we don't want to kind of beat it up like we did the parsley. So we're just going to do thin little strips, one time through with the knife. Our meat is about 85 degrees, so we're just going to give it a quick flip. Then I've got a few garlic cloves that I just want to smash. Just use the sharp end of the blade to sort of puree the garlic. So I'm just gonna take a lime, red pepper flake, touch of honey, salt, black pepper, red wine vinegar. Now we're just gonna let this sit. This is ready to go. Our meat's at 103 degrees internal temperature, so we're almost ready to get searing going. I'm gonna get some coals hot. We're just gonna prepare to get it off the grill and get ready to sear it. Our coals are just about hot. Now we're gonna sear these guys using the cold grate technique until it hits 130 degrees internal temperature on the thickest part of each piece of lamb. The thicker parts can use more sear. So it's really delicious. The lamb is cooked just right. It has a nice smoke ring, and it took no time at all to cook. Total cook time was maybe around an hour, a little bit over, give or take, set up and all that kind of stuff. Chimichurri sauce is really nice and bright. It's a little bit of spice, but it cuts through the meat, and that mint adds a nice sort of complement to the lamb without using sort of like one of those weird mint sauces that normally go on lamb. Super delicious. I hope you try it. For the full recipe, check out the link down in the description. That's all that I have today. Thanks for watching. I'm Steve with Adrenaline Barbecue Company, where we didn't invent the kettle, we perfected it.